I'm relatively new to working within an NGO. I have had a long career working in partnership with NGOs, but what my role really was a scientist. I ran a research program at UC Davis. And in February 2022, the new set of updated climate change research summaries, the IPCC reports, were coming out. And I was part of these scientist briefings that were being held so that we could all talk about them with a consistent, coherent message. And I remember signing on to one of those briefing sessions, really ready to receive some high technical concepts. And instead, the lead of that session said, okay, we really have 3 messages we want you scientists to hammer home when we release these reports. Number 1, there's no good news. Number 2, we are locked into climate change for the next 30 to 50 years. And number 3, there's still a chance to avoid some of the worst catastrophic outcomes of climate change, but that window is very small and continues to dwindle. And I remember just getting off that call and you know, it was Zoom world and sitting alone in my home and having a reckoning with myself about what I had just heard and what I was going to do about that. And my takeaways were to really recognize that I personally was never going to see the other side of this. That 30 to 50 years was basically the rest of my life. And that I didn't feel like I was doing all that I could do. I knew my science was good. I am still very proud of it, but I also knew that I had more to offer. And I wanted to leave everything I had out on the field and know that when I came to the end of whatever time I had done all that I could. And a few months later, an opportunity arose to join American Rivers. And in that moment, everything I had known as a scientist, everything I had known as a whitewater recreator, everything I had known as just a person who finds peace and comfort about being out on rivers came together and told me that this was my opportunity to do more. And so I did, and I'm just so grateful that this organization similarly felt that what I had to offer was of value to it too. So I feel a lot of peace knowing that I am doing everything that I can, but I'm not doing it alone. I'm doing it with a community of colleagues who feel passionately. I'm doing it with a team of literally thousands of volunteers who want to volunteer and support our organization. I'm doing it with donors who feel so strongly about empowering us to be able to do the work we want to do, and feeling like we're not just a community, but a coalition of people who are committing our lives to healing rivers and healing each other.